up, ladies and gentlemen? Aquilon here, and welcome back to each and every one of you. And of course, if you are new to the channel, thank you so much for joining us. I am very happy to have you here. You are, of course, watching another excerpt from the Sunday Night Show. Remember, you can follow me live on Twitch, link in the description down below, or every Sunday right here on YouTube. Keep an eye out for that. Remember to hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, and the video that you're about to watch, the excerpt that you're about to watch, really does go into detail about the brokers, the Ethereals, and the old gods. This was sparked by a question that I got during the live stream, so this is sort of an impromptu discussion on the old gods, and since a lot of people really want to see these videos individually, that's why you're watching it. So I really need to think how I'm going to word this, because, okay, so the old gods is it's a difficult one. We have two possible options in front of us. Option number one is that all of this was a lie. We did not defeat the old gods. In fact, we played into their hands. What does this mean for us moving forward? Well, the answer is we're sort of fucked. Because up until now, we've done everything that they've asked of us. Now, there is evidence to suggest that this might be true. The most obvious evidence is, what was the patch called again? The last patch of Battle for Azeroth? What was it called again? It was, Truths of N'Zoth. No, that's wrong. It was called Moments of N'Zoth. No, that's wrong. Visions of N'Zoth. Now the question is, was that by accident? Was that an accidental naming scheme? When the old gods quite literally function within visions. It is how they gain their power, by creating visions, by influencing your mind, by showing you an alternate truth to the one that is actually happening. Do you believe, chat, that this is in fact purely accidental? It's just a coincidence. It's just a cool name. And because of whatever good or bad thing that happened while she was awake, she was then forced to sleep. Danny, it's possible. On day one, that the blade is the reason why I think he is alive. I mean, chat, just very quick question. Anyone can answer this. Who here believes that it was just a coincidence? And it's not meant to be taken literal. The Visions of N'Zoth naming scheme, the fact that we entered a fucking physical vision to kill him. You literally went into the vision of Ny'alotha to kill him. Who here believes that all of that was accidental? I tell you right now, none of it is accidental. There is no accident. Rathian's fight was, in fact, Inception. It was a vision shown to someone while in a vision. So it was Inception. It's how the old gods function. They create millions of truths because that's what they see. And they create the truth that you most need in order to convince you that you've won. This is what the Titans, or this is what the old gods are known for. So in that universe, Blazing Star, thank you for the 420, dude. Really fucking appreciate that. In that universe, happy Sunday to you as well, Blazing Star. How you doing? In that universe, the old gods are not dead. The old gods are still very much alive and well, doing what they do best. But there is obviously always the other side of the coin. What if the old gods are dead? Are they truly dead, chat? Does anyone in chat, even if, let's imagine that the Visions of N'Zoth is not a vision. So it is truthful, right? We literally went into Nyalotha. We literally killed them. Can anyone tell me if the old gods are dead or alive? Namshara, how you doing? Maybe I should try what? Are the old gods really evil deities? No, evil is relative. Yeah, they would just return to the void. They would return to where they came from. This, of course, was again confirmed by Steve Denuser. This was confirmed by Steve Denuser in an interview, I believe it was 2 interviews ago. We covered, I think in the Shadowlands, we covered 4 interviews with Steve Denuser, and I believe this was the second one, where Steve Denuser confirmed that all of the cosmological entities survive unless you kill them inside their cosmological force. So you have to go into the void in order to kill the void. In other words, the old gods have simply returned to their masters. So in that sense, will the old gods have a sort of an influence in the Shadowlands? No. But that doesn't mean that their influence is gone forever. Because I truly believe that the next expansion will take us to Koresh. Even if the old gods are dead, even if we argue that the old gods are dead, I mean, those are the 2 options. They're either dead and therefore in the void, or they're not dead and therefore on Azeroth. Either way, I believe the next expansion is Koresh. Koresh will be the expansion where we deal with Dimensius and where we deal finally with the Ethereals, because here's another very interesting and fucked up thing. The Brokers and the Ethereals is 100% the same. I made you gay. Thank you for the $10, dude. Really fucking appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We don't know what they are. Well, we don't know what the Brokers are, but I can tell you right now that their architecture, their items, everything is the same as the Ethereals. And there is something interesting about that. They seem to be obsessed with all things anima and arcane related. The Brokers are suspect as fuck, Jennifer. 100% agree with that. I'm sorry, I can't use the word sus. It fucking triggers me. See? Just there. I need to swear whenever I use the... I don't know why, but it fucking annoys me when I see people, or hear people rather, say, oh my god, bro. That is... Yeah, fuck my life. Just say suspect and just leave it at that. But anyways. The Brokers... I wouldn't say they're suspect. They are too much Among Us. Jennifer, you don't have to apologize. I want to play Among Us as well. While chat's been banging on for me to start playing Among Us. But I don't think we'll have time for that. The Brokers is another one of those that I think... So we had a theory a while ago, for those of you that missed it. Let me just very quickly recap it. The Ethereals were the first ones who invited the Void into the Great Beyond. They were the ones who opened the door for the Void. They summoned Dimensius to their world, and then Dimensius almost fucked them. Right? Well, he did fuck them, but not much. The Brokers and the Ethereals seem to be the same, which suggests that Koresh is not in the Great Beyond. Well, the Brokers are also completely fucking wrecked. They seem to be wearing similar bindings. I think Koresh is in the Twisting Nether, but that leaves us with even bigger questions. Is the Twisting Nether and the Shadowlands similar? Because the Brokers are said to come from somewhere within the Shadowlands. Somewhere deep within the Shadowlands. Yeah, they are more intact, Senpai. That is true. They don't seem to be quite as falling apart as the Ethereals are. But still, there is something extremely suspect about the Brokers and about the Ethereals. And what is interesting to me is that we have been selling them all things anima and arcane related for a very long time. There's some interesting things about Venari, for example, the broker that helps us in the mall. Why? Why is she helping us there? Why is she there in the first place? What is she doing there? You have a broker asking you questions about Venari. If you've seen her, if you know her, and they constantly tell you not to trust anyone. Never trust anyone, never tell anyone. Venari doesn't want you to tell anyone that she's in there. There's something fucking weird about the brokers. I don't know what, but there's something weird there. I received a DM. I believe it was a DM. Fuck, if it was a DM, I'm gonna kill myself because I didn't save it. Was it a DM? Who sent me that DM? Quick. Whoever sent me that DM, I need you to speak up now. Yeah. Can you guys hear me? Sorry about that. The top of the mic, the button at the top of the mic mutes the fucking mic. And that's why I accidentally hit it. And then it fucking muted. Alright, so you've got the Ethereal Broker. Similar in style. Ethereal Broker. Differences, but why is it similar? Why does it look so fucking similar? Ethereal Broker. Ethereal Broker. Explain this to me. Does this look like two different races from different planets that have never met? What about the first picture? Shaped objects looked alike from Kyrians. Brokers are just the ascended ethereals, maybe? Totally different. Look like lazy art design, if you ask me. Bro, the art team is never going to put something like this in just to sort of, oh, fuck it, we don't have time, let's just create something that looks similar. The art team would definitely never do this. Selling stuff for gold? What use would they have with a currency from our world? It's not the gold that they're interested in. They're not interested in the gold. They're interested in the things. They're interested in the physical beings, the physical items that we bring them. That's what they're interested in. Venari spends all of her time in the mall, literally all of her time in the mall, waiting for us. Waiting for us to bring her things. All of the fun things or all of the interesting things we collect in the mall, she wants it. And she'll give us things that will help us survive. This is what the Ethereals have done in every single expansion they've been introduced in. One of the only parts of Blizzard I don't doubt. Exactly, you could never doubt the art team. To be honest, it's way too similar. Kind of like Al's architecture, pretty much the same. Yeah, you can look at Elven architecture and see the similarities between each and every single one of the Elven races. Right? You can see they're different races, but you can see that they come from the same place. Right? That they were once the same, because the architecture, the underlying architecture, seems similar. This is even more so. This is even more so. Look at these things and tell me that this is not... Actually, it doesn't even seem as if the brokers have evolved that much more than the Ethereals. That harness Arcane or Arcane Shadow. Living, I like that. I like that. The Ethereals tell us that they were the ones who survived, but there's no telling how many races or different types of races were on Koresh. And if there's one thing you can know about the Ethereals, the original race that lived on Koresh, remember why they were attacked by Dementius. Can anyone remember why? What was the exact reason for them being attacked? Why was the Mencius pulled towards them? They brought it into them for energy because they were really powerful. They were so advanced with arcane and the things that they were doing with arcane that it almost sent a beacon throughout the great beyond. The arcane that they were using, the magic that they were playing with, literally sent waves like a lighthouse throughout the great beyond. And it was the old gods that felt this. Next question, and this is a big one. How powerful do you guys think the Ethereals are? What's their power level? We had this discussion yesterday on Lady Survival's stream. I was just in chat, but they were asking me questions about it. Almost 9,000 power. Well, we can test it, right? We can test their power level. If a Void Lord attacked Azeroth, and I don't want... Well, I'm probably going to get smartest answers like, of course, bro. But if a Void Lord, a full-blown Void Lord, were to attack Azeroth tomorrow, and we had no help from Titans, no help from anyone, it was just us that had to stand against the Void Lord, do you think we could survive? The Ethereals held off the Mencius. They eventually destroyed themselves. Their arcane barriers stopped the Mencius from being able to feed on their world. Of course, the arcane barriers were so strong that it fed on them. It destroyed their physical matter. So these guys are not just a little bit powerful. They were powerful enough to stop a fucking Void Lord. Plot armor would go brrr. You said us as players without any type of help get in the fight? Yeah, it has to be us without players, without help from outside. The Ethereals, they're next level in terms of power level in the universe. They are not weak. So the question then becomes, how powerful is a fucking Void Lord that in the end Dimensius still won? Plus, from what we understand about the Ethereals, they were using arcane magic. So it's not so much that they created things, it was more that they created their control, their level of control over arcane was absolutely legendary. So what the fuck is up with the Ethereals and the brokers? Who the hell are they? Friend or foe? That is the big question.